Hey guys, what's going on? Jebb here. Today I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general. I'm going to be giving you the technical as well as the news and adoption reasons why I believe March is going to be the definitive beginning of a Bitcoin and in turn a cryptocurrency bull market for the year of 2018. So let's get right into it. Bitcoin is currently hovering at around a $200 billion market cap. That is a large number. We're currently hovering right around $11,700 as far as price is concerned. The volume is around $6.5 billion. We're getting close to that $500 billion market capitalization for all of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin's up a little bit today. The dominance is also rising. This is an important thing to note. The dominance fell off a cliff here as the bear market began. We fell all the way down to about 32, 33% down here. We're getting up close to 40%. We could see this go up to 50 or 60% over the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months, really, as this bull market starts to begin. But what I want to show you today is here on the technical chart. Now, to begin, I want to show you what this trend line right here represents, because this is really the last level of resistance that I'm talking about Bitcoin breaking that you saw in the title. So I want to show you what this trend line is. Let's go out here let's go out to the 4-hour chart. This level of resistance has a touch down here at 3,000. It has a touch right here at 6,000 on both of these pullbacks. We had a pullback from 5,000 to 3,000 that touched on. We had a pullback from 8,000 to 6,000 that touches on. We had a pullback right in here all the way down to about 9,000 that it touched on a little while ago. We had some support here on it. We had a little bit of resistance and support here. And now we're getting really, really in close on this trend line. This trend line is a very important level of resistance for Bitcoin right now. It's really one of the last ones. This, as well as the $11,800 range, which match up perfectly, are really the last level of resistances in the kind of downtrend resistances that Bitcoin has been below for a little while. It's finally broken its trading channel that I've talked about so much and so extensively on this channel. We had a downtrend here and we had a downtrend here forming a trading channel. We broke out of it. We're not having a very strong breakout of it, but we did definitively break out of it. There's no real way you can redraw this, even on a log scale. I don't think you would be able to draw it so that it would look like that. But the last level of resistance that we're really seeing is this uptrend. We're also seeing a little bit of a double top forming here. Hopefully, we're able to get above this. We do not want a double top like that to form. That would be very, very bad. Or, adversely, we could end up forming a kind of cup and handle pattern. That very well may happen. We'll see what happens, though. Let's go in here to the hour chart. I'm going to get rid of this so that... Oh, no. I'm going to get rid of this so that we can actually see. But what's going on here is that Bitcoin has been... Bitcoin the other day... Yesterday, actually, or the day before, actually, I think I talked about this. It was in a bit of an upwards... an ascending wedge, that's the word I was looking for. It was in a bit of an ascending wedge. These normally kind of fall over, and that's exactly what happened. We fell over, we got resistance up here with this uptrend, and then let's get rid of this. We got resistance to this uptrend, and actually, I came in here to the 5-minute chart a couple hours ago, and I drew this nice little consolidation pattern. I could see it, and I love these things. I love consolidation patterns. I drew it, and here we are, we're breaking out of it, but I thought that was kind of funny. But we had this tiny little 12-hour consolidation pattern, broke out of it, and we're above this trend line as far as I've drawn it now. But since this is a very long trend line, you could easily draw this trend line in different ways. You could draw this trend line like this, draw the trend line like that. So I'm not really considering this a positive breakout just yet. We're going to need to get quite a bit above that trend line so that we can definitively say we're above it, because it's kind of a vague trend line. It's more of a trend area than a trend line. Like this trend line right here. This trend line is almost exactly perfect. These three touches make almost a very perfect straight line, but this one that we're kind of seeing here isn't as perfect. So we need to get more of a definitive breakout of it. But like I said, one thing we don't want to happen is have a double top form here. Unless we form a cup and handle pattern, that'll be. I mean, we'll be all right with that. But that's what I want to talk about on the Bitcoin chart. There's one more thing I wanted to show you, which was, let's go out here to the 4-hour, and I'll show you this. This is another reason why I think the Bitcoin bear market is over. I talked about in some other videos, anything below this downtrend right here is the Bitcoin bear market. Anything above it is the bull market. I do consider Bitcoin to be in a bull market right now compared to where it was. You could say that we've been in a bull market since the beginning of February, but I'm calling this the bull market. I want to show you this real quick. Let's go to, it's right here. The brush, we do see kind of a inverse head and shoulders pattern right here, which is very nice. And if this were to form a cup and handle pattern, that would be just a perfect breakout of this inverse head and shoulders pattern. That normally indicates a reversal of a bear market. An inverted head and shoulders will indicate the reversal of a bear market, and we've certainly been in a bear market for a little while. So it's definitely good to see that. Just want to cover the Ethereum chart real quick. This Ethereum breakout that I talked about in the last couple of days, it didn't really happen. We broke bearish out of it, but it didn't really do anything, and then we came up and broke out of this, and then we came up and broke the Ethereum downtrend anyway. So I mean, that's it was kind of bad news for a little while, but then it turned out to be good news because Ethereum actually did break its downtrend. This was its very powerful downtrend that Bitcoin was also under. It was under a similar one, and Ethereum broke it, so that's really good. Ethereum has broken its downtrend. That's really good for Ethereum. Ethereum and Bitcoin were really the last two cryptocurrencies that had strong downtrends and strong trading channels that they were stuck in. As you can see, Ethereum was also in a trading channel here. We can draw something like that for the trading channel. We've broken out of it. It's not a very strong breakout, but it's definitely happened. I wanted to talk about Litecoin also because Litecoin, I made a video about this consolidation pattern the other day, and you can say that we've broken out of it, but kind of like with that other downtrend, you could kind of redraw the consolidation pattern to look like that. So in the next 24 hours, we should know if Litecoin is going to have a huge breakout or a huge run or something. I think it's going to probably jump like 10% up to 220 or 230 in the next couple of days. I think it is going to break out of this. It's got extremely low volume right now, as Bitcoin does. Bitcoin its volume has just been tapering off. Litecoin's volume has just been absolutely nothing for the last couple of days, so that's something else to consider. Now, I want to go to that news and adoption thing that I was talking about earlier in the video. The reason that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies kind of fell over for the first part of 2018 is we had so much hype. The market ran, but there wasn't really that much adoption and that much real, I mean, quote-unquote real value behind cryptocurrencies just yet, not to warrant a $20,000 Bitcoin. So that's really why we had this insane pullback, is because we had an insane run-up, and we just didn't really have the adoption to actually support it. But now the market has crashed, or sorry, we had a very powerful pullback. Let's not call it a crash. We had a very powerful pullback, and during that time, the adoption has just continued to increase. So the market went down, the adoption continued to increase. You add those two things together, and both of those are good for the ability for Bitcoin to go up in percentage gains. And the adoption and the amount of good news that's coming out in cryptocurrency has just been exponentially increasing lately. This is a news article. I'm not going to read all three of these all the way through, but I will talk about what they're talking about, and they'll be linked in the description if you're interested in them. A popular South Korean chat app operator, excuse me for butchering this, Kakao, to launch blockchain subsidiary. Essentially what this is a communication giant in South Korea, and they're talking about launching a blockchain-based coin called a Kakao coin. I'm probably butchering that. Excuse me if you're Korean. But this is going to be a blockchain app, a blockchain that they're going to be able to, that their users are going to be able to use to actually, they're going to, let's see, let's read this. Their mobile payment service have 90% penetration in messaging and fintech markets in South Korea. So essentially, they're making a blockchain for their applications. That's really cool. PayPal files a patent for system to speed up cryptocurrency transaction times. This is really interesting. They've been talking about this for a while, I think. Merriam-Webster's dictionary, which is actually one of the biggest dictionaries in the world, if I'm not mistaken. Certainly seems like it with how much people talk about it. They've just added the terms cryptocurrency, blockchain, and initial coin offering, as well as several others, I do believe. Actually, mining, I think they also... Oh, no, they haven't added mining, never mind. But they added cryptocurrency, initial coin offering, and blockchain to their dictionary. So, there you go, that's some adoption for you. That's not, like, really going to crazy change the market or anything, but it is good to see this kind of adoption coming into cryptocurrency and seeing big institutionalized establishments start to recognize cryptocurrency and start to talk about them, because as they begin to talk about them, and as institutions that otherwise wouldn't have anything to do with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies begin to have something to do with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, that just raises the number of people in the world that have a chance of hearing about it. And in marketing, there's two ways that you get someone to do something. There's two ways that you increase your sales. You increase the number of people that see what you're selling, and you increase the number of people who see what you're selling that buy what you're selling. So the first one is called traffic. The second one is called marketing. That's very important for YouTube. I use it all the time for YouTube. But if you increase your traffic, that just increases the number of people that see whatever you're trying to sell them. So in this case, we're trying to sell them blockchain. We're trying to get them to use blockchain and cryptocurrency. So increasing the number of people that see it inevitably increase the number of people that are going to use it. And then you have conversion, which increases the number of people who see it that are going to use it. So that's what things like Ethos are trying to do with their mobile friendly and intuitive UX design, and their focus on user friendliness and people that are just getting into cryptocurrency. They're focused on trying to help them get into cryptocurrency. So it's really just a marketing game. Everything's marketing if you break it down, especially in cryptocurrency when we're trying to get the world to adopt what we're trying to get them to adopt, which is blockchain technology, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, etc. We all know what I'm talking about here. But anyway, guys, that's going to about do it for this video. I think I've covered all my bases. I managed to fit probably what should have been about a half an hour video into 10 minutes. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And click here on the channel. There will be a little subscribe button here on the channel or below the video if you're interested in subscribing. We have seen exponential growth lately. Thank you, everyone who is new here. Welcome to the channel if you have not been here before. And if you have been here before, well, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching even if you are new here. But, you know, we did like 400 subscribers yesterday, which is ridiculous. Thank you, guys. If you're interested in joining the Discord server, you should probably do that. I've just gone through and added a bot, changed a bunch of commands, added some cool stuff. It's pretty neat. We got a lot of people in there. It's starting to become a pretty good little community. Shout out to everybody in the Discord. Leave a comment if you're in the Discord with the hashtag Discord. I don't know. Leave a comment. I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's going to about do it for this video. There's a link to the Discord server in the description, as well as a pinned comment in the top of the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.